Mega Man powered up!
Viewer! Mega Man powered up! I'm JakeOctane. Are you tired, viewer? Are you droopy? Are you not feeling good? Well, wake the freak up, because we got some Mega Manning to do. Yes, that's right. Last time, I believe I took on Gutsman, who I am not a fan of fighting, but I beat him. He could suck it. Next, we are going to try Fireman. I just really like his ability or whatnot. So yeah, and that's Fireman. I believe I called him Flame Man earlier. That was stupid. I don't know how I could have gotten him mixed up with another fire type enemy. Yeah, that's my bad. That's not Capcom at all. And his level is well made of lava, because that makes sense. I mean, like, what do they need lava? Could you imagine if you worked here and you're just coming to work and you like tripped and fell into some lava? I suppose no humans really work anymore. It's probably just androids, just like in real life. But regardless, I mean, even as an android, I would not want to fall into like this upwards fire pillar for no reason. What's the point? Look, and there's a ladder going. Whatever. Just keep moving, Jake. Just keep moving. So this is my second take of this recording. And I'm doing even worse than I did the first time. It's just that I was so tired and droll in the last video that you guys will never see. So I don't know why I'm talking about it. But I just did, you know, I just ran in place for like a couple minutes. And now I have boundless energy! Much like Mega Man. I mean, I'm glad I could feel things unlike Mega Man. Just not pain. And speaking of pain, I just got back from what the hell is it called? The braces doctor. Can't even think of what it. Anyways, yeah, I just got spacers put into my teeth, and they don't hurt that much yet. But I've been told that they're going to be painful later. But I can handle pain, unlike most pussies. I don't know. So those fire blazing rocket guys, those guys are a pain in the ass. You see that they have like an explosion and the radius actually stays for a little while longer. So what I like to do is just not attack them, although it looks like I've managed to attack them regardless and still pass through that. That was a lot easier than last time. Okay. How is Mega Man standing on that thing? Wouldn't it be hot as hell? And this guy is in a really bad spot. I mean, like, emotionally. Like, he just broke up with his wife or something. And Mega Man came in and he's like, please, can we not fight? Mega Man's like, no. Skipping that guy. And there's the Dr. Wily doors. Is it hot in here, viewer, or did you just run in place for 5 minutes just so you can have boundless and gingivitis? No, anyways. Fireman. What? His lips aren't moving.
Fireman, why are you...
Where are your lips not moving? I haven't done anything to you.
By the fire of justice, I am certain you are evil. Fire!
And I could make a whole bunch of like hot-headed jokes or whatever, but frick that. I got a boss to fight. I don't got time to make jokes. I'm not here to entertain. Oh wait. Anyways, this guy's really not that difficult. Just keep jumping back, and you know, I mean, he sends out one firebolt or whatever at a time. This is the move that like is the most difficult. Oop. It also slows down the game a lot, unfortunately. This game has a ton of slowdown. Oh, you know, I should also mention this too. When I fought Gutsman, I'm recording this on a video capture device, so I'm not seeing any like. You know, the bosses aren't disappearing on my screen, but they are disappearing when on YouTube. That's because the game runs in 60 frames a second, but YouTube turns everything down to like 29.95 frames a second. So he's literally blinking every other frame, which YouTube is cutting out. So if there's any complaints about that, complain to YouTube. What did we get this time? Firestorm. Is that anything like an electrical storm? But with fire? I'm gonna say no. And I hope it's not, because if there was an electrical storm, my power would probably go out, so... And if there's a firestorm, I think my skin would go out. You keep up the good work, Dr. Light. You made me. I'm not doing crap. Except for, I mean, saving everybody. So next we're going to do Oilman. And something I want to point out is that I'm not going to use the weaknesses for the Robot Masters, Vaders, because they, the thing is when you're first playing the game, in order to unlock the characters to just be playable, you actually have to defeat them with just your arm cannon. You can't actually defeat them with their weaknesses. I don't know why, but that's just how it is. So the entire time I'm going to be fighting these Robot Masters for these initial 8 levels, I won't be using their weaknesses. But when we get to the boss gauntlet, which I dread, I will be using their weaknesses, since I've already fought them, and I feel like you guys, you know, deserve to see that. And by you guys, I mean just the one viewer that I have. And this Oilman's level, you'll notice that like the floor there is got oil on it. Well, don't walk on it. You can jump on it all you want, but the moment you move, you slip like it's a banana peel. And then you got these oil canisters here. If you go over to Fireman's ability, you can destroy them. That's kind of cool. The other thing to note too is when fire touches the oil here, you see it blows up the canisters, but when fire touches the oil on the ground, it actually sets ablaze the entire ground for quite a substantial amount of time too. I mean, you can't even walk on it. I mean, why not? I mean, Mega Man's made of metal or whatever. Why can't he walk on fire? Oh! Yeah, those cactus Met hats are a little bit different than regular Met hats, so it makes their timing like a little weird. This guy's in a really bad spot, but just hit the fire as it comes down. You won't have to worry about it setting ablaze the oil. And stop moving while you're on the oil, Mega Man. You trip more than a Brawl character. Yes, checkpoint. So here we're going to use Fireman's ability, because you can't see it with your eyes apparently. I have to, this is for the blind audience member, viewer. Don't be so selfish. Also, we want to get this power of, oh, come on. See, I did that last time too, and like I tried to switch over my abilities, but yeah, in this game it's kind of convenient. All you have to do is push the RL buttons, shoulder buttons, to switch over to whatever weapon that you have available. The problem with it is once you defeated all 8 Robot Masters, that's a lot of collecting that you have to do to, you know, get to whatever ability it is that you want. Like whatever the middle one is, you're probably not going to be able to get to it like quickly enough. And in this game, in order to, you know, push start and then go to a different weapon ability, it actually takes a little bit of load time. So I tend to avoid that because I can't stand load times. Not on pizza, not on video games. Yeah. This level, really, there's not that much to talk about. I could talk about that pink thing down there. It's a construction piece, but I won't be getting any of those. I mean, I already have collected some in a previous playthrough, but they're like not my cup of tea. I'm not really interested in it. But if you are, that's good for you, viewer. You're not me. I'm not you. And if you were, then that would be weird. This guy's not in a very good spot. The fire guy up there. Oh, now I gotta wait it out. There we go. Yeah, because if I was to walk in there, I would just take damage. What's the point? And we're just about to Oilman. Got one of these eye things. I forget what these things are called. The first one we fought as a boss in the first level was called Proto Eye. So those guys must be called something Eye. I don't know. Checkpoint. And Oilman, everybody. Look at those buckets in the back.
Don't you got a place near your house for fill-ups?
Oilman, let's go home.
Come on, Oilman.
Even if that just slipped out, we are still gonna do this.
Come on, Oilman, come on home with me. But just don't sit down in my car, because you get shit all over the place. So Oilman's really not that difficult, although I usually have a hard time fighting him because of that. But, I mean, he does, like, that shooting thing, and other than that, he'll just jump either past you or try and jump on you. Usually he'll do the former and not the latter, but, that, I mean, that's... You just gotta keep in mind that he can jump on you. So when he jumps, try and not be near the wall, because that's where he's gonna jump to, unless he's trying to jump at you. And then, as you saw, he did, like, that surfboard move. Just avoid it. I mean, how hard is that? Sometimes I'll do it, like, a couple times in a row, but not now, I guess. We almost got him. Really not that hard. There we go. I shot him towards the wall. Why is he, like, away from whatever? Boom! What purpose could those buckets possibly serve in the background? You'd be spilling oil everywhere the way they're jerking around. What did we get this time? Could it be the most useless ability in this game? Oil Slider. Oh! It is! The most useless ability. Yeah, it looks good in theory, but in practice, there's not any level that's designed specifically for it, so you can't really get anywhere using it. And that's my time, viewer. I hope you enjoyed Mega Man powered up with Fireman and Oilman, and me, JakeOctane. I will see you next time where we take on 2 more Robot Masters. Take it easy.